Replicon Radio. Replicon Radio. Talking shit with the Juggalos on Replicon Radio. Giving a lesson, don't be a bitch. Replicon Radio. Yeah. This is Replicon Radio.
What up? Replicon Radio is brought to you in part by Lex the Hexmaster and Noise 13. And don't forget the new album Deparation drops August 27th.
Yeah. What up? What up, y'all?
What up?
Shout out to the sponsors.
Shout out.
Sponsors. That Noise 13 record drops on Friday.
Oh, shit.
You guys should be ready for that one.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah. Shadow Army in the building as well. Fear the effing beard in the chat.
Hello.
Beard Freak in the other chat. All kinds of beards.
Hello.
Everybody got a beard now. What up? You guys ready? You excited? Big Rue's got the snacks.
Excited. Hella excited. I'm jealous. I should have brought snacks.
It's freaking Monday, Tuesday.
It's my Tuesday.
It's my Tuesday. It's my Tuesday. Everyone's like, what the hell are y'all doing on Tuesday? Well, we was driving on a Monday.
Whoopsies.
We was tired and driving.
But now you guys are all rested up. Ready for the show. Ready for the
I
recap.
don't know if any of that's true.
Very rested. Not even sore at all.
I don't know if any of that's true. Even that thing didn't believe you. See?
Ah, shit. Stop the show.
Yeah, broke it. Google's like, what did you say?
Sir, we cannot allow this lie.
But, yeah, man. We're here. We're back, I think. I wouldn't say we're not tired. I wouldn't say we're rested. At least not me. I can't speak for Rue. Can I?
Yeah, I feel alright.
Rue feels wonderful. He slept great. He's ready to get back to work. He's excited for work.
Hell, he had, 3 days into the first part of the trip to just sleep in the hotel room?
He only wishes.
Yeah.
He only wishes.
I saw him get some dirt on his shoes.
Did he?
Not really.
I mean, if you're walking in a gravel road, you get dirt and
My
dust
shoes
on your
weren't honestly as dirty as expected either.
No, not at all. Not really.
No, I mean they weren't. Don't get me wrong. My shoes weren't clean to begin with the anticipation of them just getting destroyed.
Yeah.
But they were all pretty much the same level when I brought them back.
Yeah.
Not
Well,
too crazy.
I mean, that's good.
Well, apparently one of the festivals that they have there, they gave them a bunch of fucking money to kind of fix things around there. And
Is that right?
They're coming back, so they actually got different gravel in there.
Ooh. Instead of small pebbles and dust.
I mean, you still had the dust, but it looks like you can definitely tell they had different gravel.
More kind of packed, and it rained the day before we got there,
Ooh.
which may have helped with that.
And they may have wetted things down, too.
Hell yeah. But yeah, man. For everybody out there tuning in, this is our Astronomicon and Gathering of the Juggalo recap show. If you're tuned in on YouTube, all you see is Gathering headlines because we'll take a break and then we'll come back and talk about the other event. And we might have some guests on later tonight.
Ooh.
You know what I'm saying? Like, it was a dope weekend in my opinion. Or week almost, shit.
Love to hear it.
But we'll save that for next time. Not really. We're gonna talk about it today. Where do we begin, Rue?
Well, that you woke up on the day that you were leaving.
That's true.
Yeah, we made it in good timing. We made it there in good timing.
Was he late coming with the rental car?
No.
I feel like it's a hit or miss with you guys in the rental cars. Either you're gonna have a problem or you don't.
I don't think we've had a problem in a while.
That's
Yeah.
good.
I think
Well, you
it's
haven't been
just-
traveling in a while either.
I think it's usually just me complaining about Rue sticking his finger out the door.
But that didn't happen.
No, it didn't happen this time. But I'm saying that's usually That used to be all. We'd be like, he's like, I get up. He's the I get up early guy, and I'm the I sleep in guy. So he's like, 7 o'clock. That's easy for me.
Yeah.
And I'm the one at 7 o'clock. Like, where you at? Pooping. Like, come on, bro. But no, we were good. We made a pretty good time. We drove from
coming
here.
back to a different story.
Oh, yeah. It always is.
You gotta pee.
That ain't happening again. I'm driving myself next time.
You say that every time.
Oh, this time.
I mean it.
Yeah, I can't deal with that.
You gotta do what you gotta do. Yeah, I have to pee a lot.
Why don't you get a shiwi and just
When
go
I'm
in the car?
hungover.
Well, he don't listen when you say, hey, man, we got to get up early and drive back tomorrow. We got a long drive ahead of us. Probably need to go get some sleep.
Mm-hmm.
He don't listen to that. So he wants to stay out till 5 in the morning and then go get sleep.
That's
for
how
3 hours.
That's how you're supposed to do it.
And then try
Exactly
to
how
drive.
you're supposed to do it.
Then try to drive 8.5 hours.
I'm pretty sure.
Oddly enough, though, he was actually right there with me.
Yeah.
But he gets to sleep all the way home. I have to.
No, that's
There is no sleeping with you when you're playing on your damn phone and swerving. There's no sleep.
That's not playing on my phone. That's falling asleep. The
No,
phone,
you're clearly
the
playing.
phone was at the dashboard. I
Well,
wasn't
you
playing.
had-
No. The phone was in your hand 70% of the time you was driving.
Well, it shouldn't have been a big deal because you got plenty of sleep, didn't you?
No,
No?
not at all.
all the sleeps.
Not for the way home, no.
No, I was meaning for the lead up. So you were there when he was out till 5 in the morning?
Yeah.
Ah.
And then we stayed up in the fucking hotel room longer watching fucking football because we're fucking idiots.
I didn't do that.
Well, he was up with us. He was talking, but he wasn't watching football.
Was I talking?
Yeah, you were talking to Mark and I.
Shit. I must have been asleep talking.
I mean, you probably were.
That's real.
Just a shame you were sitting straight up with your eyes open.
Right.
Hey, crazier things have happened, bro.
This motherfucker's like, I'm out of beer, you got one. I'm like, they're all warm. Well, they're at least room
Oh, yeah, I do
temperature.
remember that. I remember that.
He's like, well, I want one. I'm like, well, you better drink the whole fucking thing because you're not going to take
Not
it
yet.
2 drinks out of it and pass the fuck out. I made sure he drank the whole thing.
Alpha, you had one too. We shared a
did.
beer. Hell yeah, it was dope. But that was the end of it. So now this is our Tarantino episode.
Right.
Now you know the end of the trip.
Now we're going to do the middle.
Let's go back to the beginning.
Yeah, let's talk about it again.
We'll start at the beginning. So, I mean, our trip, there was nothing special about our trip. I mean, we drove there, we made it, we checked into the hotel.
I was playing college and slamming a few beers before we left.
Yeah, we went to college.
Met a friend.
Shout
Shout out to fucking Uncle Larry, by the way.
Oh, yeah.
And Izzy, his fucking dog. That was fun.
That happened. So we're at the America's Best Value Inn,
All right.
which is not the best hotel in the world.
Clearly.
If that's America's Best, then we need to move. But it is what it is. But apparently they store homeless people there, and
During the pandemic, not still. Well, some of them are still there.
yeah, like
Yeah, a couple of them are still there.
all kinds of madness. But yeah, there was some nice people outside hanging out on the porch, if you will.
Mm-hmm.
It's a motel.
Yeah. I've been to those.
That was nice.
They were actually nice people.
Well, P didn't want nothing to fucking do with them. He's inside the room. Of course, I'm outside smoking. You can't smoke inside the room.
Mm-hmm.
So I grab a beer. Well, I shotgun 3 fucking beers, and then I grab a beer and I go outside to have a cigarette. And I get talking to these people. And the one guy, if you're facing the door to the right, he's all right. He kept to himself until I went back inside and I came back out, and he's like, hey, man, just let you know, we said some things about homeless people in gatherings.
Oh yeah, he heard us.
And he goes, hey, man, just not to say that I was trying to listen to your conversation, but I heard everything. You guys here for the gathering, huh? And I'm like, oh, fuck.
No.
Yeah, because when I checked in, right, I'm at the desk, and all of a sudden there's this cash deposit I have to pay that nobody told me about. I had to go back to the car to get his ID that nobody told me it had to be a thing. And we stayed at that place like 6 times for the other gatherings that were there.
Yeah.
And I was just like, what's all that about? She's like, she told me like during the pandemic this lady was putting homeless people in here, which sounds nice. But then they'd have 9 guys in a room and they'd fucking do $900 worth of damage and fuck it all up.
Yeah.
And I was like, what were they doing in there? You know what I'm saying? Because then she was
everything.
like, well, she said one time was $900 and the next time was $1,600.
Was it Dirty Mike and the boys? Because I can guess.
I'm like,
what
how do you
were
do
doing.
$1,600? There's nothing even in this room worth $1,600. Like, what did they do? They
The carpet.
I mean, you add
there's
up.
no carpet.
You add up the flooring to walls to TVs to
Like they were like legit fucking it up. Not like you trashed the room. They were like putting holes in the
No,
walls.
they were
stealing
selling everything. They were
TVs.
selling
Yeah.
everything.
And I was like, damn. So then I was telling him about that. I
So
was
you
like,
know
holy
somebody want
shit.
that sink?
Not, you know, unbeknownst to me, that the man next door reading his book and drinking his beer on the porch was one of said men, possibly.
This guy over here was not drinking at all. He was just out there with his legs crossed, looking at his phone, smoking cigarettes.
Oh, well, yeah, whatever.
Which was weird to me because I figured he'd be drinking. I did have a nice conversation with the gentleman.
You're homeless. Why aren't you drinking?
He was telling me that
Clearly don't have to drive. So.
him and his wife are actually in the middle of looking for a place.
Clearly, you're already in the doghouse.
And that they're paying $1,200 a stay at the hotel.
Yeah.
So they're trying to find something. And it's kind of hard with them doing that and trying to find somewhere to live. Wherever they were living at before, I have no idea. I didn't ask too many questions. Less I know, the better off I am.
You already said way more than I would have to these people.
But there's a reason for that.
Yeah, you want to make friends
Because
with them.
they are the ones always at the hotel.
Yeah.
They never leave.
Mm-hmm.
So if you're nice and cordial to them, they watch out for your shit and they don't fuck with your shit. So, and apparently I just talk to anybody, I make friends with anybody. So him and I had that conversation about, I've heard of them. I used to listen to them when I was younger. I don't listen to them anymore.
Nah,
like,
that old adage.
He's like, man, I didn't even know they were still doing stuff. I'm like, oh, well, they're kind of not. I mean,
Wrong person to ask about that.
I mean, I guess they're really not.
It's like they're not even putting on this gathering.
All right. It's not, they didn't even do it. 8,000 people showed up here for nothing.
Yeah.
But
those motherfuckers.
But I said they are still doing the gatherings. They, with the pandemic and shit, they couldn't really do much. They got a new album supposed to come out sometime.
Halloween.
Nobody knows when.
Halloween.
It still is not. Oh, don't even get me started yet. But
We're gonna have. There's gonna be. If we have guests on later, which I know we'll have at least 2. There's gonna be 4 different sides to this entire.
I'm so excited.
So
because two different sides are gonna be happening right here.
So then here comes Uncle Larry. Hey, what's up, guys? Hey, what's up, dude? Hey, you're gonna be our neighbor. I'm like, yeah, I guess so. And he's like, oh, well, what are you guys in town for? You guys going to that big music festival that's around here somewhere? I'm like, yeah. He's like, oh, that's cool. What? That's the gathering of the Juggalos, right? And I'm like, yeah, you said it right too. Holy fuck. And he goes, hey, man, I'm Uncle Larry. How you doing? I said, well, you ain't my uncle, but what's up, Larry? He goes, nah, you call me Uncle Larry. I said, well, you call me Big Roo. And so we were drinking a beer together and just shooting the shit. And then his dog, he lost his dog. His dog took off on him.
Oh, that sucks.
Well, I mean, it was a crossover by the other building.
Oh, I thought you meant like it ran away.
No, he had it out there. There's like where the 2 buildings, there's like parking lot, then there's a little bit of wooded area, and the dog was actually on the other side of the building. So it wasn't going for it, it was just exploring. So the dog comes running back over to me, and I was like, is your dog friendly, bro? Because I ain't appreciating this motherfucker running at me right now.
He looks awful fast.
I said, if he bites me, I'm sorry. He goes, oh, no, she's a good dog. I said, okay. So then we got talking about his dog and told me his dog's name was Izzy. And I'm like, oh, okay, cool. So, I'm going to go back in and get my shit ready for the gathering. We're going to head out here. He's like, oh, Rue, it's nice meeting you, man. I said, Uncle Larry, it's nice meeting you too, man. I'll see you when we get back and we'll drink some beers. He's like, yeah, that sounds like a good idea. So I go back in the room. Uncle Larry takes off. He went down to his room. And what happened after that? We headed off. Well, we made some janky-ass bracelets. ran into Kyle and
I don't
Mandy.
know if we're telling that part of the story or not.
Huh?
I said I wasn't sure if we were going to tell that part of the story or not.
I mean,
It don't really matter.
does it?
Yeah, Uncle Larry was cool. He kept Rue was getting ready or whatever, and he kept trying to bring me shit, which was very strange to me.
Yeah.
Like, I never met this man in my life, and he's like, "Here's a can full of cookies for you, bud." And I was like, "No, I don't." There's a bunch of nuts over it. I was like, "I don't like nuts." He's like,
There's a pan.
"Oh, well, you want to try this special beer I got?" I was like, "I'm just ready to go. I need a beer because you know what I mean. I was driving still, and I got some some weird shit." I was like, "I don't really like weird beer either. I just like Bud Light." Like, I felt like I was being a dick, but I really just didn't want his shit. Luckily, Rue took it.
Yeah, he asked me, he's like, "You like Yingling?" And I'm like, "Fuck yeah, I do." He goes, "Hey, man, this is a fresh brew that they came out with as a mango flavor. And it's a tall boy." He's like, "Honestly, I don't want to take your beer, man. That's for you. You drink it."
Mm-hmm.
He's like, "Oh, no, man, I got plenty more down the room." I'm like, "Are you sure, man?" He's like, "Yeah." I said, "Well, I'll give it a try anyways. I'll see what it's about." And he's like, "All right, man, let me know what you think about that." I said, "All right, bet." So I took it. That was gone before we even got to the gathering ground.
I was surprised it wasn't gone before he got back to the car.
Well, we were standing by the car. So, yeah, it didn't last long. It was actually pretty decent. It wasn't as bad as I thought it was going to be. It had a little mango hint to it, so it was not, like, overly mango, which was good. But, yeah, you want to start off from there going to the gathering, or you want me to keep going?
We made it to the gathering.
Yeah, the gathering.
We did our good old Jaeger bombs. We linked up with Kyle and Mandy, who we were all at the hotel together. We went there so we could all walk in the group. We all walked in, except for one of us.
Uh-oh.
He didn't quite make it. He got stopped at the door.
I was already past him, and then this gal she was on top of her game. I ain't gonna lie, because man, she only seen a little bit of pizza. A little bit of pizza. I'm like, "Hey, go."
So that orange wristband we were wearing was not the official orange wristband.
Correct.
It was a Walmart orange wristband.
Correct.
His wrists were too big, I guess.
No.
Well, I had
He's
my
got them
gloves
thick
on.
wrists.
Thick.
Well, I had my gloves on and everything, and I guess I walked past her a little too fast. But I was like, I'm like, "Here you go, blah 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 blah. We're good to go, right?" And I'm already like inside at this point. She's like, "Wait, I need to see that again." And I was like, "Oh yeah, sure, no problem." So I showed her. She's like, "Huh? Where'd you get that?" I was like, "I bought it in the parking lot. I don't know where I got it from." She's like, "I'm gonna have to get that from you."
And that was the last time I saw Rue.
I said, "Good luck with that." I said, "You got a knife, you can cut it off." She talked to the other guy that was standing there, and she was like, "You got a knife?" He's like, "No." I said, "Fuck, I'll be honest with you. Fuck, I got one right here." She goes, "This kind of sucks, me cutting your bracelet off with your knife." I said, "Honestly, I don't even want to fuck. I don't feel like really fucking being here. So I think you're doing me a favor, because I'm gonna go get plowed in the fucking parking lot right now. I appreciate it."
Yeah.
She just kind of looked at me, and I'm like, "Look, I'm only here for a day and a half. You can't get a day pass.
Yeah.
So I don't really give a fuck." She was like, "Oh, I never heard that one before. Usually people that are here usually want to be here."
Yeah.
I'm like, "It's not that I don't want to be here. It's just I don't feel like there's anything here for me except for friends."
Yeah.
She was like, "Oh." She goes, "I wish I could just let you in, but I can't."
Yeah.
Like, that's cool, whatever. I'll go back to the car. I'm going to go drink in the car. I don't give a fuck. I can hang out in the parking lot. Don't
Party
bother
out
me.
there.
Right, there's always a party. So Pete calls me and he's like, "I got Becky coming after you." I'm like, "What are you fucking talking about?" Like,
As soon as we got in, they had their real tickets.
Yeah.
And we were all together. That shit happened. So I'm just like, what do we do? What do we do? What do we do? Just kept walking, you know? And all right, now we got to figure out what to do with Rue.
well, she did ask me. She goes, the gal that took my wristband, she says, "Do you know of anybody else?" And I'm like, "Nope."
No. Oh, no.
So we're just chilling at just outside of the eyes of the entrance. You know what I mean? Where the big giant rocks are down that walkway.
Yeah.
So we just got there. So it's like everyone is walking past at the state. Like, here's this guy. Here's this guy. Here comes fucking Blase Rose in a golf cart. She's like, "Oh God, hugs." Yeah. And I'm like, "Go find the big guy with the fucking Replicon shirt on. He needs to get in." You know what I'm saying? Like, She's like, okay. But then, like, by the time we told him, he was already walked back.
I was already in the car. And I'm sitting there looking I'm looking in the lane.
Because, like, she drove up, and then Hayes walked up, and then, like, a couple other, like, random juggalos were like, what's up, Replicon? Or saying what's up to Mandy. And it was just, like, everything was happening all at the same time. Like, we got to call Kenny. What do we do? Oh, my God. I can't leave. Hello. Nice to see you.
Yeah.
What? Hello? What? You know what I mean? It was like awesome chaos, but it was just like, oh shit. I'm like, all right, Mandy's coming back up to
Luckily, I had the key to the car in my pocket.
I had just gave it to him, and he was like, I don't fucking want that thing. And I was like, just take the goddamn T. You got like 80 pockets. I got these shitty pockets. So yeah, whatever. Mandy went back up. We hooked him up with the new wrist boy. And then Kyle went on a covert mission to find new entrances.
Which found one, but it wasn't clearly wherever I came in at was not the right one.
Rue followed the path of the Bigfoot and found his own way in, and it was actually beat us.
Yeah.
Oddly
I'm
enough.
sitting there chilling. I'm like, hey, y'all, I'm down the main stage. Where the fuck y'all at? What?
We're still standing at the top trying to figure out how to get him in.
I'm just thinking of that one time we had to cut through the fucking woods for like a mile or two.
Oh, yeah, no, it was easy peasy getting in that bitch.
Yeah.
I ain't gonna lie. It was easy. It was probably one of the easiest years for anybody.
It got even easier the second time.
It did.
We're not there yet. But that's not really even a story. It's just we're there.
But yeah, so I go down and I see this gal watching the gate. I'm like, huh. She in her early 20s, early to mid 20s, playing on her phone. I'm on the phone. I'm like, all right, bro, look, check this out. Remember where I met you at yesterday? Or a couple hours ago is what I said. Remember where I was at a couple hours ago by the big dinosaur over there? All right, man. I'm just gonna be I'm walking as I'm talking on the phone. I walk right past her as I'm doing. I'm like, all right, so you're gonna meet me over there? All right, I'll be there in a minute. And he's like, what the fuck are you talking about? What is happening right now?
It's just saying words.
And then I got away from her, and I'm like, all right, bro, I'm in. I think I'm in. Wait, hold on. Wait a minute. There's a green fence. I might have to walk past somebody else. Hang on. Like, nope, nobody's here. Fuck it, I'm in. He's like, well, where the fuck are you? I'm like, the big hill? I'm at the bottom of it. You know the one you fell down? A couple years back? Yeah. I said, I'm right there by the main stage. He's like, how in the fuck you get down there already? Clearly you did not go where Kyle told you to. I said, no, clearly not, because I found my own way in.
Yeah.
But after all that excitement, after the bad excitement, the good excitement, like seeing the people, then Rue's like, I'm here, and then we walk down, and we're still like looking around, you know what I mean? Like, where? And then it's like, you see Rue coming down the hill, and it's like everyone's just like, yeah! You know what I mean? Like it was like an epic finale to the beginning.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Like we got to the beginning.
All right. It's been 20 minutes.
Yeah,
Hell
we made it to the beginning, man. But it was dope for me. It sucked for him, but it was dope for me because I saw all these people. Did fucking hell. I kept telling myself I should go back there, and I never did.
Yeah.
But it was dope. Like Zitro, I was like, Zitro, you got some passes, dog.
yeah.
You perform, and like, we're just trying to get every fucking every card.
We got a straggler.
I was willing to cut $100. All right, for the day and a half, $100. All right, fuck it.
Yeah.
Nobody had tickets. I'm like, fuck it, I'm getting in. If I had to knock a motherfucker out, I'm getting in. Luckily, it didn't come down to that, and I probably wouldn't have. I'd have just turned the fuck around and went to the car.
And I don't even know. I couldn't tell you what we did after that.
Well, we went down the main stage. We missed
It wasn't
2 performances.
Yeah, the first 2.
Yeah, we missed the first 2.
Nine Dead and NASCAR Alo.
Yeah, and
we
then
missed part of. We didn't catch the beginning of Kid and Play, did we?
Yeah, we were already down there. They were just being announced to come out on stage as we were walking up.
Okay.
And of course, I'm already ripped at this time because that's what I do the first day we get there is I just pound a bunch of fucking liquor and all right, let's go party.
Yeah. But yeah, we didn't see the first 2, which neither of us cared to anyway. Kid and Play was dope. I mean, I didn't see. I feel like I didn't see a lot of it. I was fucking with the phone.
They did
My phone didn't work.
They did a whole set, which I was surprised. I figured they was gonna come out. I thought they were like just hosts of the stage, and they'd just come out, do the little foot kick dance, and fucking walk the fuck off. And be like,
no, they was up for a minute.
Yeah,
doing other people's shit too, though, like a lot of just classic 80s shit.
Well, they did a lot of their shit too. They actually have music.
No, I know they do. I'm saying.
And they did their stuff too, but yeah, they also did others. They were up there for about a half hour. They had a 30-minute set.
Yeah. But they were dope. I was just sad old boy's hair wasn't tall.
Yeah.
Yeah, he had it in braids. I mean, it looked like he could have, but he had it in braids.
Yeah. But it was cool. It wasn't like holy shit. It wasn't like when MC Hammer played The Gathering and we weren't sure what to expect from MC Hammer and everybody fucking wigs was blowing like a motherfucker.
Mm-hmm.
It wasn't nothing like that, but it was cool.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It was like, oh, this is pretty fun. And then I feel like there was a very long break. Like we went around, looked at merch, talked to people. DJ Paul was on.
Sucked.
And it was one of the worst things I've ever seen in my life.
Yeah. And so he's progressively getting worse.
It was. I'm not even sure if he knew.
It almost seemed like he did not want to be there.
It almost seemed like he didn't know he was there.
Well,
the last couple of gatherings, he had to work like 5 or 6 gigs each gathering.
Yeah,
He's
that was the only time he performed at all.
That's all he had to do was.
And all he was doing was like, play that. Play that.
He was not prepared.
Play that. You know that. Who run it? And then the DJ would start playing the track. He'd be like, oh no, fast forward is my part. And then he'd be like, who's running it? Oh, surprise! Killjoy Club. Play that Killjoy Club. Like before he could even start rapping the last verse. Yeah. Y'all like that? Killjoy?
This shit was hilarious.
Pretty sure he asked 300 times, you guys like Killjoy Club?
Yeah.
And he kept being like, surprise! Like, I was like, what the fuck is happening? It was... I like DJ Paul too, man, but what in the fuck? It was something. I haven't seen anybody make a good comment about him yet. A lot of times people disagree with things, but
yeah.
I haven't seen much disagreement on the DJ Paul stuff yet. But
it wasn't any good.
It was weird.
Like he literally should have been the first one on stage. But NASCAR Allo probably put on a better show than he did.
I didn't hear anything bad about him. No, that's not true. I did, but not a lot. There's a couple clips. Shameless plug for the show you're watching. There's tons of video on our YouTube channel.
There are a lot.
Clips from DJ Paul because I couldn't stand to hit record for very long.
You didn't want to waste the space on the phone,
right? Especially because here my phone, I didn't have enough service to go live. I couldn't go live.
Mm-hmm.
So the few times we went live, I had to use Rue's phone. Rue's worked. Shit in the
Which
daytime,
is usually the opposite. Usually everybody else's phones work but mine.
Yeah. But for the thing, I was trying to at least record some stuff, which I uploaded later. And then during the day, which we were only there once during the day because we had to check out Zitro. I'm getting ahead of myself, but my phone started overheating.
Oh yeah.
Like, you know what I mean? Like, I couldn't even record video not live.
I don't know if you saw me. I think it was the last one. My setup. I actually had an umbrella on my stand and all that stuff to keep.
I remember that.
Yeah, because it was getting so fucking hot.
Same thing happened
the year prior.
Later this weekend at the second event.
Mm-hmm.
I was pretty pissed about it. But there's still a ton of video. We went live for all the big shit, you know what I mean? But let me get back to what happened next. Vanilla Ice. Vanilla Ice was fucking dope as fuck.
Yeah. It usually is.
Yeah. Like I don't
good
know majority of his music, and I don't think anybody does.
Dude, I had that whole fucking thing. I know all that shit.
I mean, I know a lot of it, but I feel like it doesn't play most of that.
The first time I saw him live at the Gathering, I was like, what is he doing? Like,
he actually rapped Ice Ice Baby instead of fucking metal.
Ice Ice Baby!
Which was different than other performances.
And he brought the Turtles. He's never brought the Turtles to the Gathering.
He did bring the Turtles. I
always see his, like, when he's on, I follow him on Instagram or whatever.
Yeah.
And he posts clips from, like, the 90s shows he does. He's got the fucking Ninja Turtles dancing with him, and he's fucking wilding out. I'm like, you ain't never brought no motherfucking turtle to the Gathering.
Right.
But he brought the Turtles. The Turtles was out there dancing. He was doing ninja rap. At one point, I'm pretty sure it was like an EDM show.
Yes.
Like, I didn't even know what the fuck was going on.
When I saw him that last time, he was doing fucking EDM.
Go ninja,
killed
go
it.
Ninja, go
and then,
ninja,
like, he
go.
stayed on stage. It was wild because, like, his last track was, like, he wasn't even his. He played fucking Rehab sitting at a bar.
Yeah.
And, like, had the crowd singing along with it. And I'm fucking texting Rehab. Like, bro, Vanilla Ice is fucking
that's
ending his Gathering set with your track.
That is surreal. That is surreal.
Yeah, I was like, it was wild. But it was fun, man. It was just a good, everything, like, besides DJ Paul being shitty, which didn't affect my night at all. It was just like a dope vibe. Everyone was happy. Like,
I mean, when DJ Paul was on, it was pretty much just background music, is what it felt like.
Exactly. Yes.
I mean,
yeah, we weren't paying attention to it. We were just hanging out, having a good time.
Yeah.
There's so many. It's been fucking almost 2 years since the gathering. It's been almost 2 years since we've seen half these people.
Yeah. Right.
Or the people that we'd never seen before. They just know us from here.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, there was a lot of Replicon love in the house. Shout out to everybody that
love to hear it.
For sure.
Names I don't know or remember, but pictures I took or hugs we gave. Yeah, man, it was hella dope.
We hung out with Labyrinthine for fucking 90% of the whole trip.
Nice.
Yeah, he rolled out by himself. He brought me. I posted a review earlier this afternoon. Food review.
Yeah, firework Fago.
Yeah, I did the firework Fago, and then there was a bag of chips, garlic parmesan, that he brought me, along with like these giant bags of that Gouda chips that me and Mandy did the review of.
Mm-hmm.
He saw how much I liked them, and you can only get them in Pennsylvania where he lives.
Son of a bitch.
So he brought me these giant bags of them. So that was the shit.
Let me get a chip.
No. I got you one. One chip, fam.
Just one chip.
Yeah, just so you can try it.
Yep.
So then next time you'll be like, bring me some of them chips.
Yes.
Hell yeah. And then Bizarre.
Huh?
The ICP.
Now, did I call it? I don't know, because I had a I had a guess on how it was gonna go.
There you go. You tell yours first, and then I will recap what you say.
Who? Mine?
Yeah, you go ahead with what you think.
Oh, I was guessing,
and then I'll chime in.
I was guessing it was going to be bullshit because it needed to be a 2-hour set because it's 2 fucking albums. You can't do 2 albums that have all bangers on both albums. You can't do that with probably a 45-minute set. So I'm assuming it was half-ass, and that was my prediction.
All right.
I hope I'm wrong.
excited for this because I feel like it's going to be one of the only positive things this man has to say about this event.
You shouldn't even have said that because I was going to lead in. I was going to want to shock everybody with this. But since everybody unrevealed my excitement for this, and it was actually really fucking good. Other than Jay forgot some words, but knew 90% of it. I was really extremely excited for that, and I was like blown away, like, holy fuck, this dude finally knows some shit. Then I got a little disappointed because they didn't do the whole, not one or the other album, the whole album. They sliced in a few other tracks that they rarely do live or never done live before.
Why would you fucking do that? Why? This isn't. Oh, I want to hear a couple of Bizarre songs and then some other unknown, rare
honestly,
songs.
I feel like Jay was like, "Look, sorry, bro, but I don't know that song or that song, and I don't want to look like an asshole. So let's just throw this one in. I know that.
I wish I would have wrote it down.
So, like, from a standpoint of the Bizarre themed show,
I think from my memory,
I was correct.
From my memory, I think they only did 2 tracks that weren't actually on Bizarre. They're just from the Bizarre era.
Yeah.
Which was Toxic Love, the Halloween track.
I think there was a couple more.
And something else. But they did most of everything you were like, they have to do. There was a few. I mean, obviously I want to hear it all, but it was epic.
I feel like if you're going to do an album show, an album dedicated show, then you need to do at least 90% of whatever albums are on the bill.
Yeah.
Oh, I mean, the whole performance blew my fucking mind away. I was like, holy shit, this is really fucking good right now. Like, this brought me back to this right here. This performance brought me back into, fuck yeah, I'm gonna enjoy ICP again. Holy fuck.
Yeah,
I'm back in it, guys. I'm back in it. This is fucking awesome. Like, I literally had chills. Like, oh my god, this is so fucking awesome right now. And I'm not a big fan of the album. I like it, and I can listen to every song on there, but it just, some tracks are a little more happier than others sometimes, and it's just whatever.
Yeah.
But it's a damn good album, don't get me wrong.
Like, they can leave off the skits and My Homie Baby Mama, maybe.
They did that one.
Yeah, they did do that well.
They did not do Behind the Paint.
Why?
It was just something I think they definitely should have done. That's the only thing. The only one that stands out to me is why didn't they do it? But they did do. They started with the intro. You know what I mean? A strange cloud. You know what I'm saying?
Dude.
And then, you know what I'm saying? I was like, oh,
Dude, yeah, it was sick.
that. And me and Rue were just like, ah!
I'm like, oh my God, here it is, dude.
I was like a 12-year-old kid, like, ah!
Yes.
Sick.
Yes, it was a very epic fucking night. Like, if I had to compare that to Wizard of the Hood, they're both neck and neck.
Yeah.
I was going to say, I think it's the second best ICP show.
I mean, yeah, they would be definitely neck to neck.
Probably the best ICP show, because that was technically, a collabo show, if you will.
Yeah.
Yeah,
but no, it was.
I was fucking like, oh my God, dude,
it was better. It was better than the Wraith show.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Which you would think should have been up there.
It should have been. Yeah.
But that was probably because of the lack of preparation. They were prepared. Like, they were on point. You know what I'm saying? Like,
good.
Yeah, it was good. Like, it was good.
The Bazaar set was actually fucking pretty dope looking too.
Yeah.
Like, it was awesome. All right. Don't get me wrong. It was fucking badass. I ain't got not one bad thing to say about that performance other than Jay slipped up a little bit, but
other than they should have did more of it. Really.
And yeah, and those two things are the only thing, man. Like, he slipped up a little bit, but he caught himself real quick, bounced right back into it. Mm-hmm. So that was, really good on his part, and it looks like he went back and he was like, all right, I want to learn this shit. I want to go out there and I want to put out my best performance.
Yeah.
And he fucking killed it. He fucking killed it.
Put that one in the FOMO file for me.
Yeah, you missed it. That.
Well, good. I love to hear it though. I love to hear that.
So glad I missed it.
Yeah. Well, no, I'm just saying. I'm glad to hear that that they killed it.
Yeah, they killed it.
Yeah, but you put Wizard of the Hood and Bazaar, those two right there. I mean, they're neck to neck, dude. Like, I mean, for granted, Wizard of the Hood was just probably a little bit better just because you had everybody out there on stage with them. And this, I don't know. It was, I couldn't.
Would you say there was magic in the air?
I could not pick. If you asked me to pick which one I like better out of those two, I can't.
Ooh, that's tough.
And Wizard of the Hood was phenomenal. Don't get me wrong, but this performance was phenomenal
crazy.
as well.
He liked it more than I did.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Because I was crying my eyes out during Wizard of the Hood. Like, I was happy as a little kid during Bazaar. I don't know what I was there. And I was still happy, but I was like bawling my eyes out. Like,
that would have probably been me if I was at the Bazaar show.
Yeah.
Like, I got that feeling.
But that was because of they did this by themselves. The Wizard of the Hood thing, it was the vibe, the family vibe.
Yeah.
Because that's, you know what I mean? Like, that was, now we know it was only the start of the beef, but at the time, it felt like the end of the kind of bad beef.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? We still get along, but we're not too sure. And it was like, oh, they're all together again. Fucking look how happy they are. And
but when that Bazaar set hit and it was over, I felt that, like, dude, this is it. I've fell out.
Yeah.
Only because we ain't doing nothing over here. We're not saying anything publicly. We're not doing anything. We're not sending songs out, singles out. We're not doing this. We're not doing that. Nobody really knows what's going on. Oh, all of a sudden we got a Patreon that pops up. Oh, we're doing this. Oh, hey, we're gonna go on a Malenko tour. But then that hit. Then we weren't gonna do nothing. Then they started doing the Patreon stuff.
Yeah.
So I'm like, well, what the fuck? What are we really doing here? Like, you guys are musicians. You guys are rappers. You guys are artists. You guys should be actually making music and take advantage of the pandemic to make music.
Yeah.
And they didn't. So that was my falling out. Like, okay, well, I guess I'm over this because now I'm to the point where I don't care. But after that performance, I'm like, holy fuck, I'm back.
Yeah.
I'm back in it. I really fucking give a shit now. And that's something I thought that would never happen. Because you heard me before we even left. Fucking a month, 2 months before we even going. I'm like, dude, fuck this gathering. It's going to be shitty. What the fuck? They ain't even announcing nothing. They just got a bunch of people to buy tickets, and they're just going to have shitty fucking lineups that nobody really cares about. And I say that stupidly, but not saying that the artists on there suck. Just people I've never heard of, maybe.
Yeah.
And that's what the real underground is, though. Like, Jay took the initiative to do what we do. We have people on the show here that y'all ain't never heard of. So we bring them on so you get a taste and a flavor of what they are about. and hopefully you guys tune in. You know, some of you guys tune in. Some of y'all be like, fuck, that shit ain't for me. Well, that's cool too. You know, I mean, that happens to me a lot where I hear, you know, some artists that we have on here. I'm like, all right, I can get down with a couple tracks, but I can't be a solid fan. Or, you know, you're a cool person, but the music's not for me.
Yeah.
So that's what this whole gathering was about. It was about the beginning, basically, is having all these underground artists that some people have heard of, some people haven't heard of. And let them get a taste and a flavor. Let them open up for us and the big guys. You know, let them get a name out. Let's help them. And that was really fucking super cool to me, just to see these guys on stage. And I ain't heard half of these people. NASCAR Allo, I don't know who the hell that is. You know, I don't have the people. Zitro's the only one that I actually really recognize that's not big up into the game. Is that true? Who else was there? Yeah. I would have to say, at least as far as the main stage goes.
Yeah.
You know, for opening up. But yeah, so that brought me back, which was dope as shit. And I was like, dude, I was so geeked out to go Friday. I'm like, all right, fuck yeah, Friday's gonna be the shit as long as I can get in. And you weren't gonna stop me from getting into the second night.
Yeah, we I don't know how far ahead you want. Well, I want BP.
I'm still talking about the Bazaar, and
okay. That's right.
the main stage.
Because we ended up we actually going home early for gathering.
We did end up going home.
I'm
early.
looking at the thing like, what the fuck do we do? We didn't do any of these things.
Well, after main stage ended, we went over to the other stage,
Blase,
and watched. Yeah, we watched Blase.
Check out the video on the YouTube channel.
Which honestly, her set was actually pretty decent too. Like, this is where I'm back.
You didn't like it? You watched the video?
I watched the video. You
didn't like it?
No.
She's hype.
I like Blase, and you know, as a person and artist and all that stuff, but
I thought she did a better job than she did last time, but I thought
that's what I was getting ready to
look
say.
Was lacking.
That's what I was about ready to say. Like, she did a better job this time for sure.
Now, I don't want to be one of these people that we see these comments all year long on our fucking gathering videos. The crowd sucks, or the performance sucks. You know, she's not even hype and blah blah blah. I'm not like that. Her hype girl was fucking was all over the place and on point.
I think that was the first time she's ever done that. Ever.
And she was fucking on.
That's the girl she's on her new song that she put out.
Yeah,
gang gang.
But it looked like Blase was just kind of slowly pacing back and forth, and just holding the mic in front of her.
You're talking about her first performance at the gathering.
I only
that's what she did at the first performance as well.
She was kind of did the same thing. She just had the set overall was better, in my opinion. Because I get what he's saying, because she did just kind of she didn't do much.
From what I saw,
sounded better, and the show itself was better. Hence hype girl. Hence she had people come out on stage, like, you know what I mean.
But she was still lackluster.
Lily and some other girl were out there, like in the classroom.
Yeah.
Before they shot it, like you know what I mean, like. It's a small progression, but it's definitely better.
I definitely
watching that song, like we're like, oh, I shot him and all that stuff, and it's like. It's like, okay, you have zero energy that is matching this track. None. Like, you're not. It's very lackluster. And you know, I Blase, if you hear this, I love you. You know, I just want you to be a little more enthused rather than just pacing back and forth.
Her hype girl was going crazy on that stage.
Take 10% of what the hype girl was doing and do that.
But then it wouldn't have matched on stage that they all were just being fucking.
Well, I didn't say go crazy, but I mean, how about you not drag your feet on the ground, you know, while you're walking back, like, you know, a quarter mile an hour.
I thought it was actually pretty good,
but I wasn't there. I wasn't there.
Probably a little more hype live.
I wasn't there, so my opinion does not matter.
I honestly am not a big fan of her music, but I thought it, you know, for something to do, as horrible as that sounds, just like they announced another act later on. As horrible as that was something to do, it was something to do, but I enjoyed it. Yeah. I enjoyed doing it, just watching her on stage, listening to her set. I enjoyed it.
Yeah.
I couldn't tell you why, because I'm not a fan of her songs.
The Goddess Inanna. That's that girl's name, by the way.
The Goddess Inanna?
I'm not a fan.
Are you looking up on Instagram or something?
No, I just told you she's a girl on her latest track, so I just looked at the track to see who was featured on it.
Yeah, I'm not a fan of her music, but I enjoyed myself watching her set. It was enjoyable.
Okay, says long T-shirt was cute though.
It was cute though.
Okay, what a crazy name. How did you get that? You were like the second person on YouTube ever.
And then after her set, then what did we do?
I don't know, bro.
I think that was it, wasn't it?
We drank a backpack full of beer. I don't know what the hell we did.
I think we walked around a little bit after that. Oh yeah, you got food.
I see Misery's on the thing, but did we watch Misery?
Yeah.
I feel like we saw him for a little bit.
No, I missed that set, but we watched Fuego.
He was there.
We watched what was that?
Fuego was with Misery. That's Misery.
Fuego Flames.
That was
so it's just last time they were all up on stage. There was like 20 of them, but I guess it was just them two. Yeah. I was already half wasted at this point.
Yeah, I was already whole wasted at this point. He was whole wasted earlier, and now he's half.
Yeah,
I think I missed Danny Brown.
Yeah, we weren't there that day.
Yeah,
so we definitely missed him. See, we weren't there that day at all.
But
yeah, we saw Misery.
Yeah, we did watch Misery.
We missed, because
after Misery, that's when we went.
It was DJ Clay. We're like, I love you, DJ Clay, but we're going home.
Yeah, that's when you went and got your moose tots.
Yeah, fucking moose knuckles are delicious.
And then we were on our way out.
Either one sounds good. What? I don't know what it is, but I want it.
And then we were on our way out, and I was like, dude, I need to get fucking something to eat right now. And then I seen this big juicy fucking cheeseburger, and I'm like, that's it.
That's the one.
So then I ate, and then we got the fuck up out of there. Went back to the hotel. Ran into Uncle Larry.
See, it's not over. The gathering doesn't even end when you get back.
No, you thought we was done. We was gonna go to sleep and get up the next day, huh? God. Yeah, no, Uncle Larry hanging out. What up, Uncle Larry?
This is what 4 in the morning.
4:30ish.
4:30 in the morning.
Rue, what's up, buddy? Yeah, what's going on, man? You want to drink some beers? Yeah, I'll drink one with you. And we started drinking beers. And he's like, hey.
And then what? Here,
well,
listen to this.
You mind watching my dog while I go help somebody move for a half hour? I'm like, bro, I don't give a fuck.
Oh, no.
It's 4:30 in the morning.
Right.
We're hammered.
The only thing he's moving is some drugs. He ain't moving. He might be moving a dead body or some drugs at 4:30 in the morning.
Yeah.
He ain't going to help nobody move, right? I said, yeah, for a half hour, bro, that's cool. He's like, here's my card to get in. Here's my hotel key. Here's my dog, man. If you get tired, you go in bed, just throw her in there. I can't leave her in there too long because she'll chew up shit. I'm like, that's
open
fine,
the door.
bro.
Where'd the dog go?
So I'm like, yeah, that's cool. So the dog runs and jumps in his bed.
Yeah.
He laying in bed. The dog curls up next to him. I go outside to smoke. She want to come out with me, so I grabbed her leash and I was smoking it. And she looked at me and she looked back inside, so I dropped the leash and she jumped right back on his bed.
Yeah.
He's like, get this fucking dog off of me. I'm like,
I don't know this dog.
I'm like, bro, I think you got a little snuggle buddy for a while,
this
bro.
Dog has not been sanitized.
About an hour and a half later, I woke up to pee. Rue was on the edge of his bed, feet on the floor, butt on like the ledge, and his back. Dog's still there.
Dog's still in his bed,
in my
chilling.
bed, snoring, and I'm like, what do I do? Whatever. I'm just going back to bed.
So he
and
goes
then like 30 minutes later, old boy.
Well, no, it wasn't. No, it wasn't. No, it wasn't 30 minutes later. So.
Well, I'm saying from the hour and a half after I woke up, which was supposed to be a half hour, so 2 hours later.
He was supposed to have this dog back. He was going to come get his dog within a half hour. Well, I passed out on the fucking bed. Like, I'm like not fully sleeping, but I'm in it. Like, I can still hear. Like, if he would have knocked on the door, I'd be like, oh shit, how cool is here?
Yeah.
Well, I get up. I'm like, this motherfucker still ain't back. I know it's got to be late.
Yeah.
I go look at my phone.
By late, early.
It's 6 o'clock in the morning. I'm like, what the fuck? Where's this motherfucker at? I'm not. This dog has got to go. I love dogs, but goddamn,
you put him in the room.
It ain't my dog. So I'm like, all right, fuck. I'm getting up. I'm gathering my things. I'm like, I'll go smoke a cigarette. I put my shoes on. All of a sudden, tink, 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 tink on the door. I'm like, thank fucking God. I grab his fucking key. I said, here you go. Here's your dog, man. I appreciate it, Rue. It took a little longer than I expected, man. They didn't have nothing packed up. I'm like, I don't give a fuck what the hell you was doing. I'm just glad you back, bro, because I'm going to smoke the cigarette and I'm going to go to sleep.
Yeah.
Oh, you going to stay up for a minute? I'll drink a beer with you. I'm like, fuck it. All right, dude, let's drink a beer. Fuck it. So we drank a beer, and I'm like, dude, I'm going to crash right now. And I went back into the room, and I fucking crashed. And then this motherfucker's like, Rue, we got to go. I'm like, dude, I just went to bed. Shut the fuck up already. I said, go ahead and go without me. I'll hang out with Uncle Larry and drink some beer all night. He's like, bro, it's 3 o'clock. We got to get moving here. I wanted to be there at 3 o'clock.
Oh.
I'm like, oh, fuck. All right, let me get moving. We got to the gathering at 5.
No, that's close to 3.
I mean, yeah.
Yeah, that's only 2 or 3 sets.
Oh, the next day? Yeah, because I really wanted to see. Chris Hansen had a seminar. I don't even know what that means, but I wanted to see it. You know what I mean? Like,
somebody recorded it.
Yeah, I saw part of it. It probably didn't seem. I saw like 30 seconds of it. And I got disinterested.
So you're glad we weren't there bright and early for it?
I mean, I probably would have liked it better, but I definitely didn't want to miss Zitro. That was the big thing.
Yeah.
And I know if we get to the gathering at 3, that means we might make it to the stage by 5, which is right when he was supposed to play or whatever.
No, the dog's name was Izzy. Izzy. That was the dog's name, not also Rue. I mean, unless you want to consider me a dog, I guess.
You're my dog. You're that guy's dog. I don't know who said it, but I don't see it. But there's a lot of comments on missing them.
But yeah, it was definitely the first night was definitely like once I was in, I was like, fuck it, we
was back at the gathering, baby. It's like we didn't skip a beat. I feel like that was a term that happened a lot over the weekend. It was like that whole pause in the world went away.
Like there was a point like,
oh, and holy shit, how did I forget about fucking Steve-O?
Yeah.
Steve-O was the goddamn host of the night.
Hold on, before we go any further, I'm gonna remind you of something real quick. Okay, I forget that Steve-O was there because I didn't really pay a whole lot of fucking attention because the guy's a fucking idiot. He's a fun idiot. Everybody likes him. You know, he's a fun idiot.
You got sick of looking at his fucking dick and butthole?
No, I did not look at that dude one time. When he's like, oh, we got to get naked, he started getting naked. P's all up in his butthole with the fucking camera.
Bro, not really, but...
P got a picture of his cock and his asshole.
I didn't get any pictures.
Like, if he's gay, it's okay. I don't care. But I think he's just locked in the closet right now. He don't want to come out.
Like R. Kelly.
You should just randomly start airdropping him photos of Steve-O's dick.
If I had him, I would. I literally don't have.
They're pretty fun close. He got this up close of him having it fucking tucked in.
Oh, I didn't take that, but that was like.
Well, he saved it. He saved it on his phone.
The boy was self-inserted.
Bro, there is somebody in one of them Juggalo groups shared a like legit photo of Steve-O's butthole, and I was like, I didn't even know he did all that. Like I knew he pulled his butt out and it was funny, but that picture, he was like gaping, and it was like it looked like my hat, looked like the brim of my hat, like the circle there.
Oh no!
I was like, holy shit.
I mean, don't get me wrong, dude. I watch Jackass and shit. Like that, I'm not saying like Steve was an idiot ignorantly. He's a fun fucking idiot. He likes to have fun and be an idiot and do shit.
Mm-hmm. He's a professional idiot.
Yeah, even he'll tell you he's a fucking idiot. You know, so it ain't just me dogging the dude by any means. So go ahead.
But yeah, it was, and then he fucking, so not only show his butthole and do the tuck fucking thing, what's that dude's called?
The Buffalo Bill?
Yeah. That. He fucking set his damn hair on fire.
Yeah.
Right before ICP. Like, it was dope. It was entertaining. He started chewing on glass.
He had fun. He was
chewing on glass, and then they took the blood and painted his entire face with his own blood.
Was it, like Violent J paint?
Yeah. So that was fun. Dude, I forgot about that.
I forgot he was even there, to be honest. They got
him. Yeah, they do got him on the podcast tonight, Queso. They recorded. Shout out to Shaggy and the Creep, not to promote another podcast, but they're dope. They got a ton of shit that they recorded at the gathering. They had their whole setup backstage, so they got some shit. Yeah. So then we made it back in time for Zitro.
Threw it down hard, and dude, like, all right. For me to experience this, I know he experienced it too, but for me to experience, like, there was like maybe 50 people, maybe 50 people at the start.
Mm-hmm.
By the end, by the middle towards the end of his set, there was probably 200 people sitting over there
at least.
Good,
like,
holy first, fuck, nobody's there.
Yeah.
Literally, no one's there.
Yeah,
but
you always hear the first guy like through the trees.
Yep.
But you seen everybody like, who the fuck is this guy? And they just all like, it looked like a bunch of ants just rushing.
Zitro was the pie in the cartoon.
Yeah.
Fuck yeah.
People started.
Yeah, dude, it was fucking
Love to hear
awesome. Like, it was good to see that many people come out and be like, who the fuck is him? Or even just to come out and support him like that. And at the end of the show, we ran into him later on, and he's like, Rue, I'm glad you stayed for the whole performance. I'm like, why wouldn't I stay for the whole thing, bro?
Right.
Like, I like your shit.
Yeah.
I got your shit that it plays at work. I mean, I get funny looks from people at work, but I got that shit on the playlist, bro. That shit runs at work. I don't give a fuck.
Yeah, shout out to Zitro all motherfucking day. I know if anybody listens to this show, you've heard us talk about him. So if you're sleeping on that motherfucker, stop sleeping.
Stop it.
He's got some shit going on, man.
He only just put a whole bunch of gas in the tank. A bunch of nitro Zitro.
Absolutely.
Yeah, he fucking killed it.
Hell yeah. And
then what? Whitney Payton was next?
Whitney Payton fucking murdered it too, bro.
Yeah, she was alright.
It was pretty much the exact same crowd, which is a small crowd, especially for Whitney Payton on the main stage when she tries to bring out her giant inflatable.
Mm-hmm.
But they made it work. They made it work, man.
I mean, she put on a pretty damn good set.
Faux shizzle dizzle. Right in between, I think in between Whitney and right before Zitro, we linked up with a couple homies as well. Ended up giving out the Replicon Radio Award, Podcast of the Year to the homeboy Don Chaos.
Shout out
to Don Chaos and the dude from Carnival Spirits, Beastmaster.
Well, actually, what was that? Before that happened, he got bum rushed by.
Oh yeah.
Who was it?
I don't remember. 17 dead people, I think.
Yeah, he got bum rushed by one. And the dude was like, "All right, I'm going live," and I'm like,
"Oh God,
I have no idea who this is," but he's just sitting there straight. Like him and Paul are just having this conversation, and I was like, is this dude like being for real? Like, I don't know if I need to hit this motherfucker
How did this guy win the award?
Like, yeah, he's like asking some foul questions. Like, we can't even answer because we have no idea. Just people voted for it. But I'm like, who the hell is this dude? I'm like, do I need to hit this motherfucker?
I don't know if he stopped the camera or if he was still live.
He was still live, but he was like, no, dude, much love, blah, blah. I'm like, oh my God, this dude.
Yeah,
I didn't even know. Good thing I heard him out instead of just jumping to a conclusion. Thank God I do that nowadays.
Yeah.
I'll hear a motherfucker out before I. All right, you go ahead, you talk your piece, and then we figure it out after that. And the dude was super fucking cool though. So good thing that I did because I actually enjoyed that little bit. Him coming
awkward ass interaction.
I liked it. It was good.
It was awkward to say the least. Yeah, as long as he was nice in the end.
Yeah. He was, and he wasn't like he didn't like. It's not like he came up and started being a dick. He was not being a dick by any means. He was actually being pretty cordial about the whole deal. That's why I was like, okay, well, let's hear. I want to hear him out because he got questions. I want to hear how these are getting answered because I don't know.
How did so and so win? I don't fucking know. You guys voted for him.
Yeah.
Why didn't this group win? He should have voted more.
You're right. Yeah. I mean, it was
these are simple questions, bro. Yeah. Common sense, sir. I don't know.
It was more entertaining than. No offense. It was entertaining for me. I was like, fuck it. Unless the dude like fucking like throws down with pee, I'm gonna have to step in. But I'm gonna listen to him because this shit's fucking hilarious. I was there with a smile on my face the whole fucking time. Like, all right, dude, what else we gotta ask? Like he just threw him for an interview right now. I'm loving it.
That's funny.
But yeah, I mean, simple questions, simple answers to simple questions. But it was pretty funny.
Hell yeah. Yeah, we got to give him the award. That video's up on the channel.
Honestly, it reminded me of the Bender Boys.
The Bender Boys?
When we were at Astronaut when we got confronted or whatever. And I was like, oh, this is gonna be fun, you know. And it was a good time.
Everyone's so nice in real life.
Right. It's like, wow, you're kind of shitty online, but I like you in person. Shit.
Right.
Well, I mean, people got to do certain things to get a crowd.
Okay, Paul. So I don't need no goods.
Mm-hmm.
Hell yeah. I'm motherfucking psycho. But God, there's so many words. But yeah, shout out to Don Chaos, shout out to Beastmaster. They filmed their version of our thing too.
Yeah.
And shout out to Labyrinthine again for the millionth time because he filmed our version.
He did help us out there.
And then we linked up with the homeboys at Wicked Wood. And that gave them their award as well. That's also on the channel. You guys want to watch it? Which you should.
I watched it already.
They're all very short and sweet. Shout out to Labyrinthine again for filming that one, I think. Wasn't that Labyrinthine or was it Kyle?
Labyrinthine did it.
Okay. So yeah, those are up on the channel. We watched Zitro. Shit was dope. We watched Whitney Payton. Shit was dope. And then we wandered off because I was like, I wanted to buy things really bad.
Yeah, so we went up to Merch Row.
I bought nothing, but I had a great time.
Ran into Mr. Tom Wood and hung out with him for a bit.
Yeah, we sat with Tom for like a solid hour. I saw those chairs.
Only because you were tired.
Yeah, I saw those chairs that I sat in at the float, and I was like, let me mosey on in this booth here.
Them chairs.
But it was dope. Shout out to Tom Wood all day,
Tom
man.
Wood.
He's the fucking nicest guy on the damn planet.
Oh, I love Tom.
And even at day 2, sitting in the sun at the goddamn Juggalo gathering, he's still nice as can be.
Oh, yeah.
The cleanest man there, always. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah, he is.
He's on point, man. He's a good ass dude. Yeah, we ran into a lot of people. Like, we'd stop at one booth and it'd take us 20 minutes to get to the next one because we'd end up talking to someone.
Right.
Someone would either walk up to us to say hello or something. Like, shout out to fucking Adam Giron. Shout out to Chesty Scrub, who has designed some of our shit. None of us are wearing it at the current moment, but they had a booth there with that canvas.
Yeah. He had a lot of dope artwork there.
There was a shit ton of dope artwork. Yeah, shout out to Adam Giron. He was doing Vanilla Ice's booth. We got to hang out with Zitro and PJ and Andy Sherman and the crew, Bake Low, Blades, who told you guys a wonderful story that I unfortunately didn't pay much attention to. The hoodies or jerseys or the whole thing. Like,
I forgot about that there for a minute.
Yeah.
I forgot I ran into him.
Well, I started talking to Zitro for like 30 minutes. And I turned around and he was still telling that story. I was like,
well, he was finishing up and then he's like, I'll see you guys. And Paul's like, wait, did you tell your story yet?
I was like,
he's like, yeah, bro, I'm done.
Shout out to motherfucking Relish brand. I introduced fucking Rue to Derek like 17 times at the gathering.
Yeah.
The first like 6, I legitimately didn't remember if I had introduced him yet.
Yeah.
And then it just became a joke once so every time we saw him.
Have you met my friend Big Roo?
Yeah.
Yeah, no, Derek's super cool people.
I couldn't even remember his name for like 9 hours, but he was just Relish brand for a while. But yeah, no, he's the shit. He does all the Ouija Mac shit. So you guys want to buy Ouija Mac merch or Relish brand shit, especially if you're a Chicago fan.
Chicago.
They got all the Chicago shit because that's where they're from. What else, man? Tom Wood.
And then we moseyed back down to the stage.
Yeah. Yeah, we missed Drop. So,
I'm not even sure if Dropout King.
They did. I've seen photos and I heard all kinds of great things. So, upon a burning body canceled.
Okay.
Dropout Kings replaced them. We knew that. What we didn't know, which we found out after the fact, is they also moved set times.
Oh.
So the Dropout Kings played in the place of King 810, which we purposely skipped.
Oh, that sucks.
We went back to go see Dropout Kings.
And we got 810.
And we got King 810.
Yeah, I'm like, I looked at P. I'm like, this is what you wanted to come down here and see, bro. Like, this
no offense to that type of music, it's just definitely not for me.
Yeah. So Labyrinthine and I were sitting there talking, and I'm like, bro, what the fuck is happening right now? He's like, I have no fucking idea, but these guys on CD are pretty fucking good. I said, I can understand that because the sound that's
he
raw,
likes
man.
that stuff.
I'm like, the sound's fucked up.
Yeah.
Unless that's how the CD sounds. He's like, no, dude, on CD it shit sounds way better. Well, about halfway through the fucking set, it started to level. The sound guy figured out what the fuck he was fucking up on and fixed it, and then it sounded fine because I can listen to heavy metal and shit like that. It don't bother me, and I was actually like digging it. And so him and I, we're all sitting there like, I'm like, it sounds a lot better now, doesn't it? And Labyrinthine was like, fuck yeah, it does. I'm like, sound guy must have figured it out. He goes, something fucking happened. But
I think he just turned it down.
I don't know, but shit was popping. Shit was just fucking.
Now, mind you, I still had a good time. Like, I did not care for that. It was like DJ Paul again.
Oh, I had a great time.
Turned into background music, and we just got to see people.
Yeah.
My homeboy Soda, Jimmy Soda in the house.
I met Soda, Shoes. I didn't meet no Socks, though.
You did. Shout out to Shoes, too.
Socks is Shoes' girlfriend.
Okay. All right.
And Soda was wearing a diaper.
Soda wanted to go change before he met me.
But the socks go in the
he was going to get diaper rash.
But the socks go in the shoe, not the shoe goes in the socks. I mean, it was
that's
shouldn't
just how God made them, okay?
No, okay. All right. I mean, maybe I'm misjudging them.
That's right.
But yeah.
Shout out to motherfucking Hex Rated, too. That's nice. How we ran into Hex Rated and his wife.
Yep. Shout out to them for sure.
He was just pouring Jägermeister down my gullet.
They're
And
good
then I did my
people.
Damian Quinn impression.
Yeah.
And she even fixed it for me. Shout out to Hex Rated's British wife, who's not actually British, by the way. Apparently she has a British accent when she drinks.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, one of those.
Yeah. Hell yeah. But that was hella fun, man.
Yeah.
And just so many people. We just kept seeing so many. Like, you stand in one spot for long enough, you just see people.
Yeah, we ran into was that Mr. Green? Come by, was
Yeah, shout out
shooting
to
the shit
fucking
with all
Mr. Green,
of us.
Frodo, Stephanie.
I didn't see Stephanie, Kyle.
Huh?
I didn't see Stephanie and Kyle.
You didn't?
Well, they didn't stop where we were.
Yeah, you did.
No, they didn't. No, they didn't, because I seen them. They went walking.
Oh, yeah. I chased
They
after
walked
him.
by. You ran after them.
That's right. You
So
were-
I said that. I didn't see them standing there with us.
Oh.
Because I know they weren't. Assholes.
A bunch of people.
Just kidding.
And then, I don't know what we did. We left the main stage again because we weren't there for most of RA set.
No, we watched.
We heard it from a distance.
No, we were there.
Were we there?
Yeah, because he came on right after the 8:10 set or whatever.
Yeah. And brought Whitney back out with them, and they were like, Whitney Payton basically became RA's
Whitney
hype man.
was a hype man throughout the whole show. She came out for one track at the beginning. It just became the whole hype man for the rest of the time he had.
Fun fact, if you guys didn't know, RA and Whitney used to date back in the day, from my understanding. And he was like the first person to like put her on like show and a tour, like mentored her. And apparently that's the first time they've seen each other in 11 years.
Ooh, I wonder how that went.
Apparently it went great.
Good.
Yeah, she was up there hyping him the whole time.
Yeah, like they were up there having a damn good time. So that's pretty cool.
Yeah, we were there for that.
I remember hearing it, but I guess
We did walk off somewhere. Yeah. We went back up.
I'm glad you're holding these comments down because I haven't seen any of them. I keep trying to go to the websites and shit.
We went.
We do remember when Zitro brought that fire, Andy Sherman. You missed us talking about it, fam.
Right. We went back up the hill for something, and then we came back down because Leviathan was like, I'm hungry. I'm going to go get something to eat. And then that's when we came back down, and that's when RA was up
Oh,
there.
is that what? Okay.
And then we got standing in that spot again.
Hell yeah. And then, motherfucking Ouija Mac headlined the gathering for the first time ever.
I ain't gonna lie, this motherfucker. Now, I cracked a joke. All right, so his set was good. I don't like his music, but that dude puts on one hell of a fucking performance. And I enjoy watching that dude on the stage. I don't care for his music, but watching that dude live is fantastic. If that dude ever came to the town, I'm not buying a ticket to listen to him do his songs. I'm buying a ticket to watch that motherfucker perform.
Dude puts on one hell of a show.
Bro,
All right, so hold on.
killed it.
So
Yeah,
at the
I
beginning,
love watching Ouija Man
Yeah, but
live.
this was like,
he literally rolls up in this car. My first words out of my mouth is, "Who the fuck donated the car?"
right?
All right, that first thing out of my mouth, and I'm laughing while I'm saying, like, "Who the hell donated this motherfucker a car to drive up on stage?"
I'm gonna have to hit him up because if somebody donated a car, that means it's time for an interview.
Right.
Ooh.
That's why I brought that up, because he made a thing. He's like, I'm not doing an interview until somebody donates a car. So he rolls up, gets out of his car, and his back of his stage set is a house with a garage and shit. And it looked pretty fucking dope. His stage set was bad fucking ass. It was cool as shit. And of course, I had a great time watching him perform. He had everybody in the audience. He did his boots and pants.
Yeah, yes.
Gathering exclusive.
You got it. I
Yes.
love that.
Dude,
I feel like it was like a
great.
remix or something too.
Yeah, I thought, yeah, because he
Didn't
made.
he?
Well,
I think it was
before
longer.
Well, before it wasn't an actual like song, but everybody kept talking about because
Oh,
he
yeah.
just did it as like just like having fun on stage.
I was lucky enough to be there for that magical moment.
And then now he pretty much kind of like added some music to it, and made
Yeah.
it a little bit longer, and now he had fun with it.
Yeah, man. He fucking like. I mean,
Ain't nothing
I've
touching
met
that
Luigi
acoustic.
several times, but I can't actually say he's like my friend or anything.
Yeah.
But it was like a proud moment.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, because I've seen the dude come into the Juggalo world from Swagtooth, and I've seen how much nobody really fucking gave a shit.
Right.
You know what I mean? And I've seen him bust his ass, and anybody in the Juggalo world deserves that main stage slot at this point. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
and he didn't take it lightly. Like, You've seen Ouija Mac, and it's dope, and he always puts in a good show. He took that show, and then he added a stage. Then he added a house. Then he added a car. Then he added fucking devils and demons. Then he added fucking dead bitches and fucking underwear. And you know what I'm saying? Like, he just fucking was like, I'm doing this. And he did it. Shout out to Mandy again for being one of the dead bitches in her underwear. But yeah, man, he fucking tore it down. Like, he fucking... Yeah, shout out to Ouija all fucking day for that.
Yeah.
Do we got that video up on the YouTube?
Yeah, you can watch the fucking
I will absolutely.
What'd you do? Hide under a rock over the weekend?
No, I wasn't glued to my phone all weekend. No,
should have been.
Fuck yeah!
Then you wouldn't have missed it.
I mean, your phone dings every time we put something up.
No, I
gotta check. I'm not sure if I have the beginning because of the phone issues again. But if I don't, I think I do have it. You know what I'm saying? Like if the first minute's missing.
Oh, I forgot. The first night P fucked my phone up. It wouldn't charge it. He somehow got moisture in it. He let somebody throw shit down the fucking charger port.
Clowns.
You got my phone wet. I'm upset.
His phone took his shirt off and then wouldn't charge.
Being wet's fine, but when
I honestly legit like it had to be the Fago. It had to be Fago from ICP. But I honestly don't know how the fuck it got in there because that portion of the phone was the only portion that was plugged in.
Right. Yeah.
And I had my hat over the fucking thing because I didn't want Fago to hit the lens. And somehow the phone got wetter than I did. I guess.
I have no. It wasn't wet when you gave it back to me.
It wasn't wet when I held it, but luckily it started working again.
Yeah, I had to hold it by the air conditioner for like 2 hours.
Yeah, Ouija man.
I took a hair dryer to it and didn't work.
That body man. People say something funny. Fucking say it out loud. Goddammit. You don't get to have all the fun in the chat.
All right.
Which one?
I don't know. I'm just going. There's so many. I'm just saying. Whatever.
Kapaza said, "What do I need to do to get an interview on Replicon Radio?" And CRM said, "Give Freaky P a reach around." So
that was two different. That was definitely not in that order.
You should introduce yourself first.
I wasn't in that order.
It was give Freaky P a reach around, and then a couple comments later, it was the one about getting.
Oh, he answered the question before he asked it.
Yeah. No, not at all. It says right here. I have it right here,
no,
top to bottom. What,
yeah, you're right.
What I need to do to get an interview on Replicon?
I scroll back. I see it.
That's weird how you can answer a question before knowing the question.
Well, that's Juggalo shit right there. Oh, there you go. You gave an email. Good job. Okay, cool.
No, P did not get his letter people P yet.
I forgot that was a thing. When did that happen? That happened here, right?
No, we were on the road doing it. No, where the fuck? Yeah, it was.
The conversation happened here, right?
Yeah, it was here last week. Yeah, last week.
Okay. We missed so much shit at the fucking gathering. All these dope ass people that played during the fucking day and shit, and all these other stages. Shout out to La Perp. Broccoli in the house.
Broccoli.
Missed her set, but we got to see her. So that was cool. Didn't get to see her before, but I got to see her and tell her I was proud of her. Good job.
How do you tell somebody you're proud of them without even seeing their set? It could have absolutely sucked.
That doesn't mean I'm not proud of them for having a set and putting out a dope record and working hard.
I'm proud of you for doing the things that you're doing.
You weren't doing them before.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Shout out. Then we went over we checked out the Project Born.
Did we do that?
Got some ICP beers.
Oh.
No, we didn't check out Project Born.
Oh, yeah, they moved everything. Moved. We went over there to wait for Project Born.
Everything got moved and canceled at the same time. Like, I don't understand this. Got
well,
moved
they performed.
From
we just didn't. We missed it because we were waiting for them at the stage they were supposed to be at.
Correct. Correct.
So we were watching
to me, it got canceled because nobody said anything. It was
Shaggy and Devereaux's party.
Yeah.
And they were handing out free ICP beer. And we ran into the effing beard guy. Shout out to him. He's in the chat room right now.
I would have loved some free firework Fago, sir.
It's good.
It is
different,
good.
But
I'll
good.
check out my food review that just dropped a couple hours ago.
I'll have to live vicariously through
Unfortunately, it's not the one he gave me. I had to buy a new one.
The
one he gave me was poisoned.
Yeah, it had COVID on it.
I don't know what it had on it. Somebody injected it. It had a magical hole in it. The bottle was still sealed, but it was half empty from sitting in the cooler.
Oh, that sucks.
Somebody fucking... I don't believe that. I don't know. Who knows? It was a Juggalo thing.
Mm-hmm.
We just kind of were kicking it, right?
Yeah.
Then
we were shooting this shit all night.
I don't recall watching V Sinister at all.
No, we didn't.
I don't know. Maybe we were eating some more moose knuckles or something.
No, we were on our way to the tent when they just got done.
Okay.
Because then we rolled up, waiting on the Dayton family to perform, and then they were late.
Waiting on the Dayton.
But Dayton family actually absolutely fucking murdered it.
Did they? Because I feel like they didn't.
They did. Well, you were outside.
I feel like they didn't know any lyrics to the last song they wanted to play that they actually came back out to do.
No, I think they knew most of them. For Cocaine,
but before that, they were.
Cocaine wasn't even on their set.
Well, no, but some of the tracks before
that
they forgot
encore.
Words. And it wasn't all of them.
I thought it was. I mean, I watched it from the other side of the barricade. You watched it from 500
I watched
feet
it
away.
from sitting down on a rock.
Yeah. Like a rock.
Rue Rockin' College. That's the name of my comic book going to be from what Fear the Effing Beard and I was talking about. I'm going to do a comic book because we were talking about comic books and he's like, you should do a comic book. I said, yeah, I'm going to name it Rue Rockin' College. Rue Rockin' College.
You're going to be rockin' college? With your
you're
just going to shotgun beers and sit on rocks?
And we laughed about it for like 20 minutes. It was a good time. And then there's more.
There's more.
No, there's not.
No.
That was it. That was the end of the night.
Dayton family was dope as fuck, in my opinion, because I watched it. And
Inner City Posse was fucking no show.
Yeah. Unfortunately, everyone, it's 4 o'clock in the morning, and the Inner City Posse performance has been canceled.
Now, did they actually tell you that, or did
That's
they let
literally
you...
what they said.
Oh, so they didn't make you stand there for 2 hours?
No, 45 minutes.
Yeah, I would say yeah. Yeah, it was about they were about 30 minutes late, and then they announced it. So that was sad.
Pissed a lot of people off, from my understanding.
Absolutely.
So that did it for me. So now I'm back like off the fence. I can give two shits less about ICP and the Gathering now.
And then Balze Rose accidentally crashed to the barricade and took it out. Not about that until he commented it earlier.
That was pretty funny. So yeah, so now I'm back in square one, and then Jay comes out.
So then it was time to go. We went home. We went to bed, right?
You stayed just long enough for Rue to be disappointed by Jay again.
Absolutely.
Well, hold on. It gets better. So then, I'm like, all right, bro, you ready to go? I'm glad we stuck around for them not to fucking come out and perform again. Ready to hit the hotel, get some sleep, get back here tomorrow, or get on the road tomorrow? Oh, yeah. He's like, yeah. So then old boy comes out and he's like, wait a minute, guys, there's more. Hold on. I'm going. I mean, this is better than nothing, right? I'm gonna. We got somebody that wants to come up here and perform for you guys. And you know what? I said, okay, so I'm going to make this happen for you guys, and it's better than nothing, right? I kept saying better than nothing like 5 fucking times.
Better than nothing.
We got Trey Pounds coming up, Shaggy's little brother. That's better than nothing, right? I'm like, fuck you, better than nothing. Go fuck yourself,
what
bro.
A dick.
How do you announce somebody?
Little brother, better than nothing. I mean, Trey Pounds.
Like, how do you...
Trey Pounds. Better than nothing.
I was like, God damn it, that was me like 6 years ago, the first time I met Trey Pound.
Yeah.
That's what I was doing, introducing him. And that night, he was like, bro.
Yeah.
I appreciate you and all. Please don't do that again.
Don't.
Because we were going to be on the road for the next fucking 4 nights or whatever.
Yeah.
I didn't know who the fuck Chop Shop was, to be honest. It was just Trey Pound's little brother. You know what I mean? So I was like, Trey Pound's little brother. Like, I didn't say better than nothing like this guy did.
Better than nothing.
What a fucking dick.
But I was like, God damn it.
Better than a dick in your ass, huh? Isn't it?
Especially because he was part of the fucking big, one of the 3 big fucking sets.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? He was doing the Inner City Posse thing.
Trey Pounds is a good guy.
I fucking love that dude,
solid.
Man.
And he produces good music. He has good music out there too. I'm not hating on him. I'm hating on the guy that fucking announced the motherfucker saying it was better than nothing. Go fuck yourself, buddy.
Right.
Announce the motherfucker right.
You put some respect on his name.
Motherfucker.
Not only is fucking Michael Locke's a dope-ass dude, he's a dope-ass producer, he's a dope-ass artist.
So, yeah.
His brother's alright, too. You know what I'm saying? But Mikey's the shit, bro. I love that dude.
So, yeah. So, now that they did not perform Inner City Posse, fuck ICP again for not doing their fucking bullshit. That they, and, bro, I don't give a fuck what your excuse is at this point. if you feel like you might be overbooking yourself, you should probably not overbook your fucking self, because you know as a human being what you can and cannot fucking do. Okay? You already went through it before. You want to have 3 performances during a whole fucking gathering weekend, and you know by day 2 your voice is going to be fucked anyways, so you're not going to really be able to do a fucking set. So there's really no point of coming out and playing a fucking CD and run around stage. Okay? Go drink some fucking honey tea and get your fucking voice back so you can actually kill it on your main performance. For the last night of the Gathering of Juggalos, go get your voice right and go kill it, right? That's what you would do. Okay? So if you feel, from what we understand is, should I skip up or should I just leave it at that and then we'll talk about the next?
You're talking about at that point, right? I don't know if your mind changed because mine did. But I'm nicer than you.
This is where I'm at, okay? Like, you announced one of the biggest acts of your whole fucking career that everybody's like, holy fuck, like, this is going to be the shit. Like, we can't wait to see it. The Inner City Posse. When have you seen them perform other than...
Last year.
Other than
the last gathering.
Other than at the seminar tent, because a lot of people fucking missed it because it's
you could check
2
out
o'clock
the full
in the
video.
afternoon.
You can check out the full video on Replicon Radio.
Therefore, everybody's fucking hype about this. Right?
And we were privy. They didn't announce that we were told, though.
Well, no.
You know what I'm saying? So,
that's why I'm not even bringing that up.
Yeah, people's mind didn't know what to think, and then they heard the next day.
Right.
We heard what to think before everyone else did.
Right.
Just a piece of it, not the full story. We didn't hear the story. We just heard he's tired.
But what I'm saying is, like, I don't care what it is. You already know. We've already witnessed. That's why I said we already witnessed you trying to come out and do too much.
Yeah.
You lose your voice, and you keep coming back out trying to do it. But this time, you basically said, "I'm tired. Fuck this. I'm not doing it." That's what was heard. Okay. You should know what you can handle, so you don't overbook yourself. I know you're there to have fun, but don't cancel a fucking performance. Just show up and let your fucking shit play in the fucking background, just like you did every other fucking time.
Right.
So they don't show up.
What a freak.
And I'm pretty sure Trey Pound's like, you know what? Fuck this. I'm going to go out there. I'll perform. So this motherfucker cannot blame me.
Ain't my fault.
It ain't my fault, motherfuckers. I'm right here.
I was here.
I'm here. Shaggy's here. Y'all done seen him over at the wrestling stage. Who didn't you see the whole fucking day? Big Daddy. So guess what? It ain't our fault. So now I'm pissed. So I'm like, you know what? Fuck ICP at this point. I'm fucking done. I wanted to see it.
So we go home, we go to bed, we sleep, we wake up, we get in the car.
We start driving to...
I'm fast forwarding. We're headed on to Astronomicon, which is going to be the next segment. But on the way to Astronomicon, you know, sure in the fucking hell, the one thing I was upset about missing was the ICP seminar.
Yeah.
So we're watching it live on Figure Lover. Shout out to Scotty D.
Shout out.
For filming it. So what happened at the ICP seminar? Most of you guys listening probably know. Maybe some of you don't.
Well,
right.
It's in the...
It's in the title. Description. Only on YouTube.
Yeah.
Most people don't listen to our show on YouTube. Fun fact. But they should, or at least click it and like it.
Right.
So yeah, man. If you guys haven't watched it, unfortunately, you can't watch it on our channel. But you can probably watch it at Figure Lovers and other people who filmed it.
Right.
So basically, Von J came out, man, and he told the story of like the last year. He was having some issues. He found out he had a fib. Mm-hmm. It was like an irregular heartbeat or whatever.
Yeah.
Which can be serious and could not be serious at the same time. But he was having issues with it. They went and did an ultrasound on his heart. They found out he had actually had heart failure twice.
This was not at the gathering. This has not happened like within like the last week or so. This is a couple months ago.
Well, it was during the pandemic, and it was over the last year. He was just telling the story. And then they checked him out. I don't remember all the details of some sort of surgery or something. And they went in to fix the AFib, and they're like, you could be fine for a long ass time. You could have issues again. We don't really, it all depends on. But he said everything's been going fine. He felt better. He was having sleeping issues in the past. That was part of that.
Mm-hmm.
He's like, I've been sleeping like a baby lately. Everything's been great. We showed up here. Everything is fucking great. I'm fucking happy as shit. I didn't sleep for 5 fucking days because I'm so fucking excited. And now my fucking heart's freaking out. And I can't get any sleep. So last night I was like, there's no fucking way I can do this show because like I'm scared to death. Something's gonna happen. I need to sleep. Like that was the reason he missed the show. And he's like, I slept great last night. Finally, he's like, I didn't even bring sleeping medicine because I haven't had problems.
Yeah.
So, but he took sleeping medicine. I'm assuming he was probably actually asleep during the show. Like the show probably wasn't. They didn't say that. This is just my assumption. But if he was that fucked up to where he needed sleeping medicine, he had probably already taken it with the intentions of maybe waking up before the show or something. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because I mean, fuck, I'm tired from the gathering. I probably wouldn't have woke up either.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, let me take a little nap before we go to the next thing. Fuck you. You're waking up at fucking noon the next day. But yeah, so they announced all that, which is fucking sad as shit.
It is. But I've heard excuses before, and I don't know if I can accept this one.
But then, you know what I'm saying? Like,
I mean, I hope the dude's all right, obviously, because I've watched everything that they've done evolve into what it is today, and it's fucking amazing. And I will always be behind him 100%, and hopefully that everything will turn out okay for him over the next few years, or many of years, depending on, I guess, however long until the dude passes, I will always respect him for what he's evolved and what he's done in his success, for sure.
So I know as we were watching it live, Rube was obviously, like you mentioned earlier, he was already mad at the situation.
I'm already pissed.
So then this happens as he's telling the story, and he's like, "No," but then I felt like I don't think it was bullshit because it wasn't like a plan. Like this was a planned thing they were going to talk about. You know what I mean? Like, because they also announced ICP's doing a farewell tour.
Yeah.
Because of Jay's health.
Yeah.
Like they can't.
Which that's sad. I mean, again, don't know how true this is. We've heard Jay say things before and haven't gotten any finished products. So let's hope that this is one of those unfinished products, and he's just going to say, we're going to do a farewell tour and then keep touring.
So you think he's going to retire a couple times?
Well, they made a joke about that.
Yeah.
They're like the farewell tour 4.
Yeah.
But even then, even with the announcement of the, like, people just took the headlines and ran with it. You know what I mean? Even though we weren't technically there, I watched the whole fucking thing live. It, like, the farewell tour, they even said it's going to take many years. This isn't like a, you know what I mean? Because the point is they can't work as hard as they used to. We can't do 6 nights a week, or, you know what I mean, in a row.
Yeah.
We'll do 3 to 4, but we want to do it all over the world.
Yeah.
So 3 to 4 days a week in every country.
That's still a lot,
in
man.
every city. That is a lot.
That's a fucking lot.
And they said it, and it's going to take, you're talking 2, 3, 4, 5 years of a farewell tour. On top of the fact, even once the farewell's over and before it happens, they're still doing the events.
Right.
So we're still going to get Juggalo Weekend. We're still going to get Ballas. We're still going to get a gathering.
But
and then on top of that, they want to do at least one show every month once that's done, just like they're doing with the Patreon now.
Mm-hmm.
Like we'll get those Juggalo Weekend shows and stuff, but there might be a pause into the tour.
I gotta sleep for a month before we can do this show.
And then they'll do another show.
Yeah.
And then they're going to do like theme shows, and they're going to do them in different states, and it's going to be like a bigger deal to go see ICP eventually.
Yeah, don't get it twisted, man. If the dude's really having health issues, I wish him the best, and hopefully he has a quick recovery.
I appreciate you, CRM.
And gets better for sure. I don't ever wish any hate upon anybody.
Oh! The horror.
Hello. Look at these morose motherfuckers.
What up, Don
I got
Chaos?
a video of you begging for an award.
What up?
I'm kidding.
Oh, the horror.
I'm not kidding, but I am.
There is a video of them begging an award. I've seen it.
I love you guys. I love them guys.
You guys are going to have to buy a bunch of bots next year and have them vote for you.
Absolutely.
There you go.
We love you guys. We're not talking about you guys yet.
Or you can just give Replicon Radio Monday, and we might give you an award.
In our story, we're still driving to Ashland. We haven't gotten there.
Yeah, we're not even in the car yet.
we got to tune into the next episode.
We're at our first stop of like 12.
Yeah.
Before we get to Astro in a 3.5 hour drive.
But yeah, so they announced that.
We're gonna hit them with a break before we go into that.
Yeah, we're gonna go. Yeah, we're gonna go break here in a minute before we come back with the Astro stuff. And then they also announced, they talked about the CD that everyone's freaking out about.
Yeah, they did. Yes, they did.
We actually opened the show with that on the audio version, the Walking Home Monday. And obviously it's outrageously expensive and a little ridiculous, but he's like, I'm working super hard on it. It's like his new version of Wizard of the Hood because there's guests all along the way and all this stuff. It's a dope idea. It just costs too much.
I'm gonna wait for the box set to come out and get it for $100.
Right, the whole thing is something. Yeah,
I'm waiting for the mystery box.
And then they're already talking about next year's gathering, which is a really cool idea. The Gathering of Dreams. Basically 3 nights again. The first night they want exclusively booked by the Juggalos,
which I'm very sorry I won't be able to make that one.
But
I even told Pete, don't even bother asking me.
But it ain't so like this year, obviously we didn't get there early, right? But every year they do the parking lot party. Well, first of all, it was announced that they're shutting it down, right? What? Everyone's freaking out, like you know what I mean? So that was the first thing. But come to find out, later on, they let everybody in a day early, unannounced, and the parking lot party happened inside the gathering.
Oh shit!
So it was even doper.
I mean that.
Well, that was so they weren't that close to the road, and people driving by seeing shit.
Which I'm sure is how part of that idea came about. They're like, "Fuck it, they do all this shit anyway. Let them just fucking do it officially."
Yeah,
you know what I mean? And so the idea was like they'll have they're gonna have the dream stage and the nightmare stage and it was some whatever other stage, and the nightmare stage is gonna be strictly horrorcore all fucking weekend long.
Ooh,
you know what I mean? And then each night they all get their own shit basically. Like Jumpstead books a night, Violent J books the night, Shaggy books the night, and I guess it'd be 4 nights because the first night was the Juggalo books the night.
Yeah.
So the Juggalos get a night, Jumpsteady gets a night. Jay and Shaggy. So I'm hoping Violent J brings Color Me Bad in this motherfucker finally, 22 fucking years later, bro. Come on.
There you go.
But yeah, it's dope, man. They got some cool ideas, and they're, you know what I mean? They're slowing down. They basically, their big thing right now is going to be Patreon. They're going to keep that going. And that's like their focus. They're going to make, they made their own TV network, basically.
I mean,
and they're going to do a show once a month.
I don't blame them. I mean, that's a great idea, especially if it's like working out well for them. Like, absolutely.
If you the horror, if you guys participate all year long next year, that means you're in every fucking live chat. You comment on every fucking video we put out, even the fucking shitty ass food reviews and comic book shits.
Whoa, wait, stop right there. You're not gonna promise them anything right now.
That's the only way they would get a participation trophy.
No,
they have to participate in every fuck. They have to show up to all the events we host.
You got to be at more shows than I am. Oh, the horror.
Well, that's easy.
Yeah,
just show up to one of them.
Fuck. Damn, you beat me.
If you come to everything we do, comment on everything we put out, and share it, we'll think about giving you a participation ribbon.
What a dick.
Big Roo and Insane E will draw a dinosaur running for you.
There you go.
That'll be more funny later.
Oh, we'll talk about that later, yeah.
But you participate in my heart all the time, and I fucking love you. Especially you, Jonathan. This got weird.
You took it to a whole new level, bro.
I got some pictures I want to show you. You wanna see?
Wait till you hear the Gibby story.
Oh no.
We're not even gonna tell that tonight. You don't even get that for a couple more weeks.
Oh shit.
Yeah. Nope.
But yeah, man. In my opinion, the gathering was fucking super dope. I had a great time. From what I hear, the night we missed, obviously we already told you about the seminar, but we weren't at. I heard ICP set was really good, but it was just, and I say just, ICP puts on a great set. If you've never seen ICP, you missed some shit. I've seen ICP 7,000 times, so I only missed a little bit of shit.
Right.
But the shit we did see that night was epic. We'll talk about that on the next episode. The only thing I heard Lardy B killed it. I heard all the Juggalos were like hating the fuck out of her, throwing fucking cupcakes at her and shit, and then she just murdered it.
Oh shit.
But yeah, we'll someone on later to talk about it, hopefully. And then Danny Brown apparently got mad in the middle of his set and was like talking shit about the Juggalos, saying y'all want commercial, fuck y'all, and literally like chucked the wireless mic into the audience and bounced.
Oh wow. Those are expensive. They're heavy.
Right? It hit some chick in the chest, apparently.
Well, hopefully she had big bazoozums.
I hope she grabbed that motherfucker and ran with it.
Somebody did.
Is that why I seen in the museum somebody had Violent J's mic for sale?
Somebody else. Yeah, so somebody else. I don't know how they got that one. They probably just stole that one.
Probably.
But yeah. If you guys listen to the replay of this, man, leave comments. Tell us your stories. Tell us what happened to you. All the people that are tuned in live, man, leave comments on the video. Let's keep the stories going in the comment section on YouTube, because I want to hear people's stories and fucking laugh and comment back and all that good stuff. Know what I mean?
Yeah.
I sound like Lex.
Should have said that at the beginning of the episode.
Well, I'm saying it now. If you made it this far, you might actually do it.
There you go.
You know what I'm saying? Because you're enjoying your time. But yeah, we're going to take a quick break. If you're tuned in on YouTube,
we say quick, but about 15 20
head on over to repliconradio.com. You can hear a little bit of music.
What we got left? We got 2 hours.
And then we'll be back with...
come out with a 2-hour break.
With Astronomicon.
Yeah, nobody needs to hear about Astro.
Recon.
We ain't coming back.
There's more big shit, bro.
I ain't going to that either. Don't ask me.
I ain't going to that.